Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. I don't know why I'm saying that, this is like my third video. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So this video was going to be something completely different. It was just going to be a very small March book haul and going to be talking about my April to be read list and also going over a couple of some other ideas that I had. But then I went shopping. So this is actually just going to be a regular March book haul. I originally only had one book and then life happened. You know those people who like eat their feelings? I'm the type of person who becomes an impulsive buyer when I'm very, very stressed. I find shopping to be kind of therapeutic, not for my wallet, but it gives me some kind of relief in some way, and so I just kind of had a bad day once, and I went to a bookstore and I had at it. So this is just going to be kind of a smallish book haul and going over a couple of two other comics that I didn't put into my first video because I just didn't have enough time. So I'm just going to get to it. So I'm going to start off with the two comics that my sister got me. One of them she got me for Christmas, and it is Lady Mechanika and the Tablet of Destinies. This is volume 2 of the Lady Mechanika comic arcs, and it revolves around the Tablet of Destinies. I have not read this yet. I've had it since Christmas and I haven't read it yet. Sorry, sis. But I do love the Lady Mechanika comics. I think they're really, really cool, and I think if you love steampunk, you should definitely give them a read. My sister got me this one because it took place in the Middle East, and she knows that I'm very fascinated with Middle Eastern history. The last comic that my sister got me was the first issue of Merry Men. She got this for me when I was reading Scarlet, and she just thought that I would enjoy this. She knows that I'm like obsessed with everything Robin Hood, so she got this for me, and I still haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited too because this looks very, very merry. So the first book that I got in March, which I thought was going to be the only book I was going to get in March, was The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. I actually would have been perfectly happy if this was the only book I got in March because this has been one of the most anticipated books of 2017. It's inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. It's a diverse read, and I don't read a lot of diverse books, but I really want to change that, and I'm excited to start with this. So the next book that I actually got at a Safeway, and I was very surprised, but it was 20% off, and I was hanging out with my girlfriends, and it was kind of an impulsive buy, but it is Rick Riordan's Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Truth. This is the same person who wrote the Percy Jackson series, and I never finished the Percy Jackson series, but I saw this and I thought I really want to read it because it's about the Norse gods and the Scandinavian gods, and I love learning about Scandinavian gods, and I remember really liking the Percy Jackson series when I was reading them in high school, and so I just went ahead and bought this. This was also a cover buy. I really love all of the colors on this, and it just looks really, really cool. And from what I hear, this is actually kind of a funny book, so I'm really excited to read this. On the theme of Rick Riordan, I also bought Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. I want to go ahead and reread the Percy Jackson series, or at least reread the couple of books that I started reading and then finish the series, because I can't believe that I never finished it. I really, really enjoyed them in high school when I started reading them. A friend let me borrow them, and I really enjoyed them. I just didn't get the chance to finish them. So while I was at the bookstore on a book buying spree after a rough day, I just made a mental note to myself to pick this up, and I did, and I'm really excited to start rereading this. The next book that I got during my impulsive shopping book spree was Love, Lies, and Spies by Cindy Anstey. Anstey. This is a period historical romance, I believe, and it takes place in the early 1800s during the Jane Austen period, during like the 1810s, and I'm actually really not sure what it's about. This was also a cover by. It has these awesome pretty keys all over it, and I really love them. And from what I hear, it's kind of a funny book, it's a romantic book, and it has to do with spies in, you know, in the Regency era England. I love anything Regency era. I absolutely adore it. I love Jane Austen, and when I first picked this up, I thought it said Love, Lies, and Spells, and I thought it was about witches for a second. I thought, witches in the Regency era, oh, it's perfect! But then I looked at it again and it said spies, and I'm like, I still kind of want to get it. It just kind of appeared in front of my eyes, and I don't even think it was supposed to be there on the shelf, but it just caught my eye, and I thought, this is a sign. I should get this book. So I did. The next book that I got during my impulsive book shopping spree was The Fallen by Thomas E. Snigoski. This has 2 books, I believe, in it. It has The Fallen and Leviathan. This is about angels, I believe, and I actually started reading this in high school, like during my senior year, and really enjoying it, but I never finished it because I graduated. But I've been on the hunt for these, and every single bookstore I went into didn't have it, and so I was about ready to buy it online, but I just kind of thought, I don't want to buy it online, I want to actually like pick it up and see what I kind of feel from the book in the moment. And when I went on that shopping spree to that bookstore and I found it, they actually had the entire series, and I was so happy. But when I found it, I was just like, I'm going to get this book. And I'm really happy that I did. I'm really excited to read it. This has a male lead, and I very rarely read books with male leads. Especially in high school, I didn't. But I remember reading this and really connecting with the main character, Aaron, and that's so rare for me to connect with a male character, but I just kind of figured that it was a sign that I should continue reading it if I don't ever connect with male characters. I cannot wait to read this, and I'm so happy I finally own it. It's been so long. And the last book that I got during my March haul was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This was actually a bargain priced. I'm really surprised that it was, but it was like less than $7, and I just went ahead and got it because I remember Peru's Project Reagan talking about how much she really enjoyed this, and it's kind of like this fairy tale, and I can't really tell you what it's about, but I really wanted to get it. It's just been on my list of things to read and get, and since it was like under $7, I couldn't say no. So this, I'm really excited to like read this, and I think this will be something that I'm going to enjoy. So that's it for my March book haul. Sometimes book shopping can really lift your mood. It certainly lifted mine, and I'm really happy that I got all these books. I'm sure my wallet isn't happy, but who cares? I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing an April TBR next, and I'll be going over all of the books that I want to read during April. I'm not sure how many of these will actually make that list. I think maybe 1 or 2 will. But if you liked this, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe below if you want more. I'm going to try to post every single week now, especially now that things are kind of settling down. Things in my life are really, really crazy, but now they're finally starting to go into a little bit of a rhythm. So please thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. I really like comments, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!